Hey everyone, I'm Tamara Krinsky with Marvel.com, and I am here in the costume workshop with Foley, costume designer for Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So specifically, I wanted to talk to you about the redesign of the Deathlok suit.
Well, I never really looked at it as a redesign as much as I considered it part of his evolution. We made a conscious decision this season to go a little bit darker with the entire cast, and this season had more of a noir feel. And after the fall of S.H.I.E.L.D., it got darker. Everybody grew up, and for the entire cast, you saw that change in all of their costumes. It made sense for Deathlok to have that evolution also because he's no longer with Cybertech. He has now been working with Coulson. And so this is S.H.I.E.L.D.'s upgrade on Deathlok as opposed to Cybertech's that we saw last season. And I like to call him Deathlok 2.0.
Back up.
For this new costume, I was really inspired by the comic that Nathan Edmondson and Mike Perkins drew. It felt more tactical and it felt edgier and darker, and I always try to find something about the original and apply it to the new costume that I'm doing. In the older comics, red and gold was really a big, important part of his color scheme, so we kept the red on the center and we have just a touch of gold up here. I always take the actor's needs into consideration first for action. I generally prefer to pick fabrics that have stretch to them, and his definitely did. Whenever I'm designing a costume, that's always at the forefront of my mind, whether it's Ming in her silver sequin wrap dress or whether it's Mockingbird or Deathlok. They all need to be able to do their stunts.
Agent Hunter, Agent Peterson.
Call me Mike.
Quite a handshake you've got.
The base of his costume is made out of a stretch twill and a printed Euro jersey, which is a four-way stretch with an ink on top of it.
And we have some of that right here,
And we have
right?
some of it right here.
Funny how that magic works. It's got a really nice texture to it, but can I actually take this and stretch it? Yeah. Oh yeah, so you could actually like...
Yeah, so when he's doing his stunt scenes, we already have the stretch built into his suit. And the vest is actually made out of a urethane that was poured and molded out at Legacy. Once the illustration was completed and approved by the Marvel creatives, then I took it over to Legacy and they created it in a ZBrush. Kelton Graham was the illustrator who did that for us, and it was absolutely amazing. From there, we go to the 3D printer, and it's molded, it's cast, and then it's painted. And Legacy might be familiar to the Marvel fans. They built Iron Man. The Iron Man suit.
They built Iron Man. You know,
and
no small
the Falcon suit. They're amazing.
Glad I amuse you.
You know I can hear you up here.
We have made a huge leap from where we were last season. The most important thing is really to make sure that I'm staying true to our universe and that it makes sense for our show.
I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to...
Of course, thank you.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing for the Marvel fans to have the opportunity to see what goes on here behind the scenes at Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.